Hey everyone, welcome back to Integrative Psychonautics. So, in all my journeys and travels with psychedelics, both using them personally, using them in group settings, using them for inner exploration or inner healing work, I found that there are a couple key mindset pieces, a couple key questions that you can ask yourself, or ways to think, a couple lenses to try on and look at your experience through that make all the difference when it comes to outcomes, having better experiences in general, feeling safer, having less terror and overwhelm. And so I'd love to give those to you today. But if I'm being frank here, I also want to say that what I'm about to teach you here is also something that's really, really useful, really powerful for your daily life, for you just going through your own healing process in general. So if you want to learn a couple key mindsets to stay in alignment with yourself, to stay on your healing path, to stay tuned in to what really matters, then please watch on. Let's talk about it. Okay, so in order to really set up a clear understanding of these key questions and how they work, first I want to just highlight a couple key principles of psychedelics in general that are also true with your healing path off the medicine in your daily life, in your default mode of consciousness, okay? And two of these principles are, one is non-resistance, right? So in general, we want to be in a place of connecting, curiosity, not resisting, and I kind of just spoilered myself there. The other principle here that really is at the heart of healing, at the center of the bullseye of healing, I've been saying this a lot lately, is connection. Now, I have a bunch of videos about connection. If you're just catching this video, you're just new to me, I would encourage you to go back through and watch those too, because it'll start to clarify what I mean by a vague term like connection. But this principle of connecting and connection to ourselves, to our inner experience, to different aspects of ourselves, to our world, to our life, this is the where the rubber meets the road with the healing work, right? So, if we understand non-resistance and connection as being absolute keys to healing in general, when it comes to the medicine, and again, this is advice that I give all my clients. If you come to me and you want to do prep work and you want support around a journey, or you're on a journey and I'm sitting you, one of the things I'm going to say to you over and over here is, these two things. Okay, so the first question that I want you to be asking yourself all the time, because it's going to make a huge difference, but especially on your journey, is what needs connecting to in this moment. Out of what's coming up in life, what's coming up in me, what's coming up in my world around me, what's coming up inside me on the medicine, what are the visions, what are the patterns, what are the colors, the emotions, the themes, the body experiences, the somatic communications, all that stuff. What needs connecting to? And really listening for that, looking for that, being open to that, right? Looking for what needs connecting to is an avenue to healing, because again, connection creates healing. So this is an important life question to be asking yourself, and makes for a much deeper, more profound, more healing and better psychedelic experiences, because it's not about letting your attention flit from one thing to the other and just laughing and being amused and distracted and this, that, the other. It's really about what is the point of connection here. Now, I know that sounds a little bit like I'm being a party pooper here. So to be fair, a big chunk of the time, what needs connecting to is our joy, our bliss, lightening up, well-being, peace, love, compassion, laughter, play. Those are all valid, important resource states to connect to. So I'm not saying that what needs connecting to has to be something heavy, traumatic, terrifying, overwhelming. Not at all. But sometimes that might be the way it goes, that your body brings up like a somatic memory, a wave of an emotion, something like that. That may be what needs connecting to. And by the way, again, just to bring this all back around in a loop here, this is true in your daily life. The only difference is that the psychedelic amplifies the internal experience. So that's a little more vivid, a little more obvious, a little more dramatic. But these dynamics are always present in our day-to-day life. So this question of what needs connecting to as a mindset is a great practice, a great question to be asking yourself day in and day out. So that's the first one. Let's talk about the second mindset. The other mindset that's really, really protective on a psychedelic experience, on a medicine journey, no matter what you experience, whether it's your own overwhelming memories, whether it's some sort of weird entity that feels sketchy and you're not sure what its intention is and it's freaking you out, frightening you, no matter if it's some sort of visionary experience of some profound possible future for yourself, whether it's a memory of something from the past that comes up out of the blue, whether it's a mystical experience of dissolving and allowing yourself to merge into the light and become one with all of everything. No matter what, the experience, the mindset rather that really works across the board is asking yourself, how can I meet this with love? How can I meet this with an open heart, a compassionate heart, a loving attitude, a loving mindset, a loving presence? Now, what I often find myself saying to my clients over and over and over, and the more I look at this, the more I think this is very, very true, is that it's not even so much the content of what you experience on a psychedelic that really matters. It's not the visions. It's not the memories. It's not the meanings. It's how you relate to the content that really, really matters. Let me say that again. What matters most in a psychedelic experience and in life, let's be honest, isn't so much what you experience, but how you relate to what you experience. If you can bring love to whatever your experience is in life, it is transformative in the best of ways. It will protect you. It will make things easier. It will make things more beautiful. It will make things more accurate and honest and authentic and true. This is advice I give to people who come to me and they're, concerned. They kind of have a lot of trepidation. They're afraid of maybe a terror experience or being overwhelmed or overloaded. I remind them, meet whatever comes up, whatever dark visions or sadness or, weirdness or strangeness or confusing moments, meet it with love and compassion over and over and over as a practice, as a form of meditation almost during your psychedelic experience. But also, again, just like the last mindset that I was talking about, this is something that's really, really useful throughout your day-to-day life. If you're going, through life and there's stressful moments and overwhelming moments and boring moments and cute moments and awesome moments and happy moments and sad moments, how can you meet all of that with an open heart and with compassion and with love? Now, I'm going to, again, reiterate that is protective. That will do a lot for you in terms of making the whole experience easier. And it's a practice, again, in moving from the content of your experience to how you're relating to the content of your experience, which is where your power is, which is where the healing is, which is where the deeper skill gets learned, right? As a core life skill, if you learn how to relate to whatever happens inside your nervous system from a place of openness, curiosity, love, compassion, and looking at what needs connecting to, that's going to serve you over and over and over and over as crucial core life skills. That'll not only teach you a lot about yourself and your own resilience and your own capacities, that'll teach you a lot about other people and their mindsets and what's going on with them. So these are crucial life lessons that are also happen to be excellent self-navigation skills during a psychedelic experience. For context, these are things I learned from reading early psychedelic kind of literature from the 60s, right? So this is not, my idea. This is not, unique to me. These are things I learned from early experiences I had and nerding out and reading about this stuff and then applying it and finding that, sure enough, I was much more often resilient and comfortable and had great experiences than a lot of my peers when I was doing a lot of psychedelics, back in the day. And so this is something I've tried and explored and play with. This is something I show clients all the time. And I would encourage you to try it out and just play with it for yourself. So just to summarize and remind you here, how can I meet, whatever's coming up with love? How can I bring love to this experience? And also, what needs connecting to here? So practice both those and see what comes of it. Hopefully they will be as great of tools for you as they have been for me. So much love to you all. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.